I rise today to speak against the Medicaid omnibus bill that outrageously inserted a provision allowing pharmacists to practice medicine. This is purely profits over patients. Madam Speaker, I got to ask, is this how business is conducted? Saturday evening, an omnibus is presented with these dangerous provisions buried inside a much larger bill. This didn't go before the Medicaid working group, which I was a part of, never brought up. Healthcare licensing, which is a purview of these scope of practice issues. I sat on that all session. This never was brought up. It would have never gotten through. But it's inserted in an omnibus bill last minute without the input of stakeholders or anyone except national corporations and their lobbyists, not known for their patient care interests. This process stinks. You all understand why physicians and other medical professionals can't get down here very often to lobby in Springfield. Medical professionals rely on Illinois State Medical Society. The pediatricians have their groups, the family practitioners have their groups, the nurse practitioners, the PAs, and especially our elected representatives to protect the practice of medicine and guard various patient safety issues. At least let us know when to get involved, when to file witness slips, when to show up. Now this process has been hijacked. We've been stabbed in the back by national corporations and their associations that want to put their profits over patient safety. This is gross. This is the practice of medicine. I don't blame the pharmacists. They're often overworked, unable to properly counsel patients on their medications that they're giving. There's complex medications. They're starting to organize against their working conditions. They don't have the time or training to practice medicine, but profits over patients. What does this even look like? Already overworked between selling, deodorant and dispensing medications and ringing up, nerd ropes. They're going to practice medicine too? The practice of medicine is history, physical exam, medical decision-making, differential diagnosis, and prescribing the appropriate treatment. Physicians have the education, training, experience, not pharmacists. Who knew that all we needed to do, instead of all that training, was slip a bill into an omnibus bill? Test and treat is an insult. It's simply practicing medicine poorly. And RSV, really? On kids? The most important thing in RSV is the physical exam. I've seen children die from RSV. It's not an insignificant disease that you can just test. You look at the kid, you listen to their lungs, you look at accessory muscle breathing, retractions, how fast they're breathing. There's not much treatment for RSV. We're just going to test and treat a positive test? This is outrageous. Flu? Let me guess. Every patient with a positive test for flu will get a very expensive Tamiflu prescription as they go out the door. Strep throat? This should be good. Do they know the complications, peritonsillar abscesses? Have they looked at the throat? Have they looked through the pill hole at the throat? Scarlet fever, rheumatic valve disease. They're going to have an algorithm where they swab the back of the throat, and if it's positive, they give a brand name expensive medication. If it's negative, they shrug their shoulders, and if there's complications, they refer to a real doctor. Don't let them undermine the processes of the General Assembly and the practice of medicine by putting profits above patient safety. Please commit, all of us, to work to restore patient safety and reconsider this law as soon as possible. Thank you.